An interactive whiteboard could be described as a very large screen that is either mounted on the wall or situated on a floor stand. The board is linked to a computer desktop so that everything that's happening on the desktop is projected onto the large whiteboard for a larger audience to see. Not only can the whiteboard be controlled by the computer that it's linked to, but it can also be controlled with a simple touch of a finger, a digital pen, or other device directly on the interactive whiteboard itself. Interactive whiteboards are very popular in education because they can help students engage and interact with the lesson that's being taught. They can even be used with a student response system that allows for students to use a small handheld device to submit answers to the whiteboard or to help contribute to a discussion. So if the teacher would like the students to determine if A, B, C, or D is the right answer to a question, each student can submit their answer and the teacher can see on the interactive whiteboard what percentage of students chose each answer. Interactive maps or science experiments are some other ways that whiteboards can be used for education. It just really helps the students engage in the lesson by being able to participate and see how the lesson is progressing. Some specific examples of how interactive whiteboards can be very useful to enhancing learning and teaching is a teacher can show the students a presentation on how to use programs such as Excel or PowerPoint. They can also use interactive maps to show students where continents are in the world, where oceans are located, where different countries are, and also different states and capitals. The teacher can also use the interactive whiteboard to show editing skills. They can use the different colored digital pens to mark where maybe grammar is incorrect on a research paper or where punctuation needs to be added or removed. Another great thing about interactive whiteboards is that the teacher can save the lessons that they did and then give them to students who might have been absent during the lesson in the classroom. There are several different companies that produce interactive whiteboards. Just some of the more known manufacturers would be SmartTech, MEO, ActivityBoard, eBeam, Samsung, and these are just a few of the brands. Interactive whiteboards can range in price depending on the brand that you're looking at and also the size of the board. Find something simple for a little less than $1,000, or you can find a very advanced interactive whiteboard that maybe has multi-surface interaction for almost $7,000. Interactive whiteboards can be purchased online through the different manufacturing sites, or they can also be found on sites that sell all different brands like www.electronicwhiteboardwarehouse.com or through a reseller in your area. SmartTech has a nice option that allows you to go online and search your zip code to find the nearest location of a place that sells interactive whiteboards. There are also accessories to consider when configuring the price of an interactive whiteboard. Things like digital pens, wall mounts, cables, and speakers might have to be purchased separately. There are many different applications that educators can purchase for their interactive whiteboards. There are hundreds of applications just depending on what level of students that you're working with and also what subject is being studied. For example, you can purchase a virtual microscope application that basically allows for the teacher and students to do almost anything they could with this microscope that they could do with a real microscope. There's also applications that might show the inside of a hydraulic system and how it works, how a plant cycle, how its life flows, different computer programming applications, and just pretty much anything that you can think of that relates to what is being taught in the classroom today. Brands also have lesson templates that they've came out with that allows teachers to input their own questions and pictures and information into a template, but it has all the technology aspect of it already set up for the lesson. Interactive whiteboards are recently new, but some studies have been done on their. Robert Marzano discusses in his article Teaching with Interactive Whiteboards that one study found that students who were taught with an interactive whiteboard gained about a 20% increase in student achievement compared to students that were taught the same lesson without using the interactive whiteboards. As you can see, interactive whiteboards are very useful tools in the education world today and can help get students engaged and excited about what is happening in the classroom.